cold. And I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. Where do I go? But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. Yeah. I don't mind the path that I had to walk, and I don't mind all those words that I had to talk, and I don't mind all those flings that I had to fling, and some of those words I spoke I just had to sing. I just had to bring the best that I had to give, and being tested by these blessings that I had to live, changing dressings on the scars that I had within. It's a daily operation, you just gotta grin before it gets too grim and life pins you in. You gotta think like a shark and show your fins, whether alone in the dark or with an audience. Believe you're the hottest commodity since the iPhone lobotomy. You follow me? I'm hoping probably. I'm talking openly and don't know where the rope could be. The crosshairs, the red dot, or the poison drip. So take a message from this song, that's all I have to give. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. They leave you in the rain, then hang you out to dry. I wonder how so many people get by. But then one day you wake up and start to realize that anyone you know could be called up at any time. Can't press rewind, can't flip the tape, so might as well not live in the past and dwell on hate. People talk strange shit to get to the gate, and if you know me well, you know I call them doors of fate. I take what I need, but not too much. I never open the door if the handle was hot to the touch. You gotta find an alternate way out of the flames. They want you in the spotlight, they want you just to take the blame. But all the same, it's like a wheel with these fucking hipsters. Instead of more rappers, we could use more active listeners. But I don't mind that a lot of things are actually happening, cause I'm a music slave and this is what I'm coming strapped with. Cause I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go. But I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry, left in the rain.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome in on this fabulous Monday evening, guys. It is February 5th now, 2024. It is, once again, the Indoor Farmer episode 121, guys. 121 of these fine episodes. And, you know, I feel like I've learned a little bit, right? I've learned a little bit. Tonight is going to be a good one because I've got some good footage from a project that I worked on. So, guys, please, if you can, hit that like button, share us out with your friends. We've got an awesome musician intermission coming for you about mid-show before that certified segment. And, you know, we've got a bunch of action-packed information for you tonight. We did have an awesome game night last night. Congrats on all the winners, and thank you for everybody that participated. Thank you very much. If you could please, hit those comments. Let us know what you thought and how it went and everything. So let's get SteveO up here. SteveO,
Hey,
what's
how's it
up,
going?
man?
What's up,
Good.
Waylon? Hey, everybody.
So how was your weekend?
Weekend, pretty normal.
Pretty
Nothing.
average, okay. No snow right now. We've got some decent weather going on.
Yeah, it's not bad. The last couple days has actually been in the high 40s. I hear the neighbor kids outside playing and yelling like it's spring, and it was real nice. It was good mood music, listening to the kids running around outside.
Yeah, no, you get to start to hear some noises and things that you weren't thinking about. I've heard that the geese are flying north has been a big sign that everybody's been talking about. So I keep forgetting within my little spiel because I want to bring you up, but like I gotta try to think of all the little things. And one of the things, guys, I want to keep trying to remind myself to say is this show is brought to you by Maccabees Live Market. And tonight is definitely a good step in the right direction to be making that a reality. So you're going to see that here later. But also, if you want to help us out, you want to follow Siir SteveO or myself, make sure you hit those reactions and such. But make sure you hit that follow button. And if you want to help us out further, come over to the locals.com. You got the certifiedarmy.locals.com. You got the indoorfarmer.locals.com. It's a good way to take the money off of the all of the big mainstream guys and maybe off to a little side pocket, a little safe zone off the side. Anyway, get into all the perks and different giveaways and such. So think about checking that out, guys. Thanks again for all the people that have. What's up, everybody? I'm seeing a lot of comments already, a lot of tags, a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. We are live on the Rumble. What's up, Rumblers? We're live on Kick, on X. We're on Twitch. I'm sorry. Twitch. We're on YouTube and Facebook. So we are all over the place, guys. Definitely want to share us out. Definitely want to see what's going on today. The music's going to be great. I don't know if you got to hear any yet, SteveO, when I stepped away or not, but it sounded pretty clear versus some of the tech issues we've had recently. Mm-hmm. This is going to be pretty good. So I'm excited. Awesome. Got Smashley in the house. What's up, Perry? What's up, Terry? What's up, Donna? What's up, Brad? Scroy in the house. Awesome, guys. Appreciate you all coming. So let me start by pulling up a couple videos, or one video actually. I'm pretty proud of this, SteveO. I've been sitting here with this broken tripod, kind of down about it. Cause I'm like, I just bought this thing. I didn't have the, it was like just after the receipt probably, and I figured out a way.
Okay.
So while you see me fumbling with it, so the light is like, it's plastic, man. There's a nut that holds it onto the tripod itself, and then there's another nut that holds the phone onto the light. So basically, it's all being held together by a piece of plastic in between, and like the weight of the phone was just too much. So that light, I broke the cord already, so that light was no longer any good. So I sat there like an idiot for a while trying to rip this light apart. I thought I could pull it apart safely, but instead it was safe, but I had to break it, as you could just see there. So I broke it. And I'm like, okay, what can I do? So I pulled the nut out of there, got the nut out, you know what I'm saying? And we got the nut out. What's up, Brad? Who's the guy in my garden? Who's that guy in my garden? Brad, you should, you're always welcome to stop through physically for sure. We're gonna get to the cannabis plants here soon too, man. I've been hitting them with that Jimmy Mead treatment, the Prime Superior every day, soaking them every night cycle for them, all 4 plants and the potatoes, anything that has been affected. And I think there's still some around, but it's definitely like cut it all back. Now I don't see too many ladybugs anymore. I don't see, I don't see much of anything, but I did see a spider mite. I think one little spot today. and I did a spray of these ones here during the light cycle, which is unusual, but I think I missed last night's as well. So I'm basically just like keeping them drenched. I'm also going to water them more often because we found out a few things. All right, so here's what happened. So this is what I came up with. Oh wait, go back. What happened?
Is it jumping to the end again on you?
Yeah, like it's paused right now. So maybe I'll go like here and then pause.
It hasn't done that in a while, has it?
Well, no, this is it. No, it was just this. This is the only other thing. I separated. I kept it separate this time, but I put everything into their own folders. I'll show you. I did a different thing, but made it easier for myself. So I made this was my first video, but look at that. So what I did was one of those two nuts is a pretty wide nut. I love the word nut, right? Who doesn't love nuts? So this wider, like longer nut there on the top. I don't know if you could see it. I might just pull up the picture later, but it's the one there. There's two nuts. There's a skinnier one and then like a longer one. You see that, SteveO? That longer one it's just wide enough for me to have both things screwed into it. One from the top, one from the bottom. So
perfect.
So that ball has a some
Wing
threads
nut?
coming off of it. Yeah. Well, the ball has a threads welded to that ball, and those threads are screwed into the bottom of that wider nut, and then the thing that holds my phone screwed into the top. So it's only screwed in by like a thread or two, like a couple threads.
So don't move it too much.
Yeah, like I'm constantly like, snug it up a little, snug it up. I mean, I don't know. It might be a little more than I'm imagining, but it was enough that it feels solid, and I've been using it. So this was a win, guys. I know it seems like not a big deal, but I fixed it without adding any parts. I fixed it with the parts that it from its own parts.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Anyway, I thought it was pretty cool.
No, I think that's
Brad said fix it. Cross my fingers. Yeah, Brad, I agree, man. It's always like, I hope it works. Panda, we know Panda, right? But Panda's
Right.
What is up, Panda? We've got some musician intermission coming up here tonight. Mr. Colton James, guys, definitely want to be coming to check that out here soon. How's your fan spinning like that? Oh, you like that?
Inertia.
You like that? I'll give you I'll give you another little show of it. Oh, you spin me right round, baby, right? It's pretty rudimentary. All right, I got to move on though. There's more. It's hanging from the ceiling and on a loop, so that allows it to spin by its own centrifugal forces. Centrifugalized forces.
Sir.
Okay.
There we go.
This is not the right one. My bad. That's the end of that one. 58. Oh, so it flipped the numbers around on me again. Anyway, here we go. So this is what they've been currently doing. So if you guys are just kind of tuning in, we've got 35 awesome people. Hey, what's up, Terry over on the Rumble? I see Margaret over there on Rumble too. So I'm going to see if I can bring these back. So these these plants have been basically rampaged by spider mites. Now I had gotten ladybugs to see what that would do. Then I got some predator mites to see what that would do, but I don't think I got enough. I'm really sure that I'm pretty sure, and I got them really at the bad time. It was very cold out. So there's some things against me on that front. So then now we're back to Prime Superior, but we are hitting them hard with Prime Superior once or twice even throughout each night cycle, which has actually made some improvement. So we're going to see if I can actually get these to come back to like happiness at the top. But the tops, each of them actually have new growth. I mean, they are, there's still some things going on. Now that I've learned a few things about spider mites. Now we've learned there's a lot of things you can use to combat them. I think Prime Superior is a fine thing, but that's not. It's the consistency of me using it. I'm using a more concentrated dose. I'm also keeping the soil a little more moist because they say that spider mites actually like a drier environment, which I thought was opposite of what I originally would have assumed. So yeah, it was a learning curve, but we're here. So we're gonna see what we can do. I don't have high hopes, right? I'm not like expecting anything out of it.
Well, that's what we do here a lot of the time is once something gets to a certain point, let's just say, now we're experimenting now. I mean, it's a situation, let's say, that's already happened, so let's see if we can fix it. And, because we know the spiders are probably what went wrong. And it started the whole chain reaction of issues.
Well, but what happened before that, though? I think maybe I was letting, for one reason, one thing is I think I was letting my plants stay too dry. I thought keeping them dry would keep pests away. And I think a lot of people have had other pest problems that that I have not had, like aphids, I think maybe, or I'm sure there's some other pests out there that are more attuned to like moisture environments versus the spider mite. So I think that's one of the things I went wrong with.
Maybe it came in the soil too, some of those problems could have came in the bag,
100%. Some of them are still also here from I had them once before on plants. So this was early on, it was over a year ago. So I mean, there's very possible. That's why I got I had a bunch of like soil in the basement that I was taking off of the root balls of the previous plants, and I thought I could amend it and stuff. So I took all of that out. It's all up in the garage. So that's part of my issue. Another part is that I don't have a great space to like just sanitize everything, so that's why I want to line the walls with the Panda film and make it like a nice surface that I can just spray with like some bleach water or whatever and just like wipe it down with some of those wipes, those disinfectant wipes or whatever.
Sure.
And just really have it nice and clean inside there. It's not to say that you can't get something in there, but I mean,
from what I've seen is we usually issues begin with flowering is what we always seem to run into. It seems like your plants veg very well, and then once they go into flowering, that's when they get attacked. Or
you're close because I haven't flipped them yet. But it was like around the time they should be getting flipped. It was sort of like they're like fully mature veg, right? Like past the point when I could be like usually it happens when I let them go too long. When it's like, hey, I should have flipped these like a week or two ago. And that's what I've been seeing problems happening. And it's like I hear people say that they can keep a mother plant for years, and stuff like that. But man, I can't imagine. Like every time I've done this, where I've had plants for too long, they came out not so good.
Wow.
And that's probably just the fact that there's more time for me to mess something up by bringing contagions in. I wasn't on top of keeping everything like squeaky clean and etc. What's up, Jess? Jess says, are spider mites more known to hit photos or autos? That's a good question, actually.
I don't know, but very good question to ask.
That is a good question. Brad says, I don't ever have problems in flower, just seedling stage. Seedlings. See, I've not had a problem germinating. Never had spider mites till my last grow, infected by a Walmart plant nearby. Oh, Walmart. Well, I mean, that's what you're narrowing it down to, I guess, but it's still hard to say because literally walking outside or having a pet, an animal that goes outside could bring them in on their hair easily. And that's why I try to keep the dogs from downstairs. Guys, 29 people, hit that reaction button. Let's hit that. Let's get up to 29, 30.
There's 30.
Let's hit that like button and share it out if you could. Appreciate that. What's up?
What's up, Alex? Good to see you, man.
We got Mythic Genetics in the house.
No, Alex.
The other Alex, your new friend.
Yeah.
Webb. Okay. What's up, Alex?
Welcome, buddy. Welcome to the show. This is Waylon, the indoor farmer, my man.
Yeah, he says still not drinking, bro. That's good, man. I don't drink either. It's not really because of any issue. Just honestly, it's not even fun.
But so, what are you doing now? Just picking off some of the drier, lighter leaves. Then
I'm finally. This is when I wasn't really touching either one of or any of these really since the infestation, I guess you could call it.
mm-hmm.
As I was letting insects do their thing, as I was then getting to the prime superior. Now, this is after a few days of hitting them, so I'm not seeing any spider mites offhand, and so I'm feeling more confident with handling them more and just trying to get off all of the dead stuff, anything that's loose and falling off, and just cleaning them up a bit,
Mm-hmm.
cleaning them up. Because we're going to see what we can do. They're kind of getting too tall where the green parts, the actual growing parts, are at the very top. So it's not going to be. I can't just top them.
Yeah.
If I top it, they may die.
Yeah. No stress at this point. I mean, I almost look at them and wish maybe you could just re-veg that thing and then.
It's in veg. They're in veg.
No. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, they're not in flower yet.
Every time I look at them, they look like you've already flowered them.
They're
like
trying to flower, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know why I can't get that out of my head.
That's okay. They kind of look that way. Now I'm going to also, this is where I had told you before, I'm planning to use as the flower area. That's what I was going to do, but then they just started getting bad. So what I want to do is I ended up moving these. You're going to see in another video here, right? I moved them. This is me just getting rid of that. Now I'm putting that stuff in my worm bin because I found out because of the chitinase or whatever that will kill anything like spider mites in there. So let's see.
Alex wants to know: do ladybugs really work, or is Trailer Park Boys BS?
They didn't work for the spider mites. I will tell you that.
But if he had aphids, he had enough of those ladybugs. They would have had full bellies, though. It's aphids that they go after mostly, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think you had mites on the plants themselves necessarily as much.
The ladybugs were staying down. I mean, there'd be a couple up in the plant, but most of them would stay down around the pot. And then anyway, it was weird. I was like, "What are you just gonna they're just gonna sort of pick off of the outside, They're like, "Oh no, we don't." The ladybugs are like, "We're using good conservation techniques. We want our food to stay to last while we, only eat what we have to." And they're like Wild West ladybugs, hurting the spider mites. We only eat one or two a day. No, supposedly they eat a lot, but they can also eat less evidently than they need to. Sorry about the light in everyone's eyes. So I shut off the big light, and that backlight I'm going to use for both of them as a way to lower the stress. Or is that going to raise the stress, you think?
I think that from what I see, it looks to me like you're a fine distance away. I think if you lower the light, you might start to burn them a little bit, but it could be camera angled.
Not lower. I mean, less light.
Oh, like
so I shut off. Yeah, I shut off the big one, and then I moved both of them back to where they're underneath of the smaller light, and I got that smaller light on veg mode, just to kind of, I don't know, give them a little break, because I think that the too much light, because their leaves are all almost gone and like very small. So in my head, I'm thinking, I'm remembering how big their fan leaves were, and they keep getting burned and eaten off and then falling off. And so as the decay has happened, that amount of light is now maybe a little too intense for them. So I'm seeing if it helps. It may not.
How much green?
All yellow. Joe, they have green on the tops, or at least the taller one on the left. The one on the right actually is more filled out, honestly. Yeah, I'm hitting them with the prime. I really drench them too, man. Up inside there as far as you can. And prime is actually safe on in flower, supposedly, which I've been doing. I have used it in flower, but that's what I've been told. It's safe in flower mode.
Okay.
Ashley says, what gets rid of them? I've heard rubbing alcohol sprayed. Yeah, rubbing alcohol. I've heard peroxide. I'm using Prime Superior because it actually will both get rid of them and bolster the plant's immune system. It doesn't necessarily get rid of them, but it supposedly takes them over with like a layer of mycelium. And there's me realizing that I was spraying the light with oops. Gotta be careful there. So, but Smashly, I've actually been told the fabulous Kelly, Sir Steve, Lady Kelly, had told me that there are some what do you call them, essential oils that she actually I'd have to look it up, but she sent me a thing about it. But
oh really?
Yeah, I told her thanks. I feel like I need to get into essential oils. She saw our show and was like, yeah, I meant to tell you, my friend knows about these, and I want to get into essential oils in general, because it's like there's a ton of them that do different things.
Yeah.
Good for dogs because there's a lot of bad things going around for taking care of like fleas and such that are just not good for dogs, and that's something I'm always worried about. So here's the last little bit, I think, of. Yeah, I'm gonna skip through this one.
Well, terpenes and essential oils are basically the same thing. It's almost an interchangeable term.
And that's funny. Colton was just talking about before the show about the entourage effect, SteveO. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. The word's getting around.
Okay, so I adjusted the fans and such. Got a bunch of dust up in the air. Got my humidifier a little closer, keep them a little moister than they were, because again, that's supposedly going to help me in this particular situation. You don't want your plants to be too moist in general, but I guess spider mites do not like they want it to be drier. They don't want it to be so moist.
Okay.
I don't know what the moist level is that they don't like, but they don't like moist. So that's what I've heard. Just says peppermint, eucalyptus. Yep. Great defenders against bugs. Yeah. There's stuff like that. And it's like,
yeah,
honestly, do I want to, I don't know if I could use them together or not, but I really like the effects of Prime Superior. It's just that I may not be the best at using it often enough until there's a problem. And then I'm sitting here using it every day. And it's like, that's that's my issue. So I have to get more on top of things. Okay, so that was part one.
Have a good night, Alex.
Gonna get some sleep. Good night, Alex. If the fans don't move, the plants will get wind burn most likely. Well, there's from both sides. You think? Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know.
Well, you definitely put more wind on your plants than I ever did, but you also have that environment downstairs that you have to keep the powdery mildew under control.
I had powdery mildew before, so on plants before, so I had to like really up the ante. But maybe you're right, Joe. I might be burning my plants. I don't think about wind burn, to be honest. So here I took both of I have a couple of fish tank aquarium holders that are that like one of them's kind of, look at that, kind of does that thing, but it still holds a weight. It's just a weird like bend to it. But these were just left in the last place I lived at. I didn't purchase them. They were just there. I told you, it's like they're on the list of things that I was just handed to me to like do what I'm doing. Like,
right.
Like, here's a thing that no one would buy from you, but it's a very valuable thing for you to have for this particular, endeavor. So I'm going to try to get the 100-gallon fish aquarium stock tank into this room. And at first, SteveO, I couldn't do it. I could not do it at first, but I did. I guess I should just skip ahead a little bit. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to hurry up so we can get our musician intermission going. I've got 27 people in the house, guys. Definitely want to hit that like button and check and share us out. Oh, I guess I didn't. I skipped a couple of videos on that, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I remember what happened. I can actually adjust it by the number. Anyway, I'm not. It's a back end thing. So this was all the junk that I had in here. So I got rid of all the junk. Put in my other aquarium stock tank holder thing. Cleaned everything, wiped everything down. What is this? I would have had time to speed it up, but it was kind of comical.
I like the tile colors.
The title colors, yeah.
The tile, yeah.
Yeah,
in the bathroom there.
They're not even tile; they're bricks.
Oh no shit!
Those are
painted them.
Cinder blocks.
Oh, okay. So they painted each one.
What's up, Kevin? They do have like a tile like coating. I'm not sure. It's strange. It's like it is a brick wall though. Anyway, so we've already seen past this, so I'm gonna skip it. But yeah, I started wiping everything in there down with disinfectant wipes, and I thought people would want to see this. Here we go. That's it.
Sure.
I'm kidding, kind of, but at the same time, you want to know that like things aren't just perfect all the time. Like when you go to like start a new project, you might have to set up an area. You know? All right, so this one I finally could get the. I'm sitting here looking at it like, man, how am I going to do this? I try to get it in there. Like, there's no way it's going to fit. And then here's me showing you guys, look, this thing is way too big. It's not going to fit. Ashley loves the colors too. And so then I was like, all right, I was defeated at this point. But then I didn't give up. I didn't surrender. I didn't go home. Wait, I was already home. But still, here's me like really trying to show you guys that this is not gonna happen. Oh, this is me showing you. Okay, that hole there is what I'm trying to use as a as like the out hole. All right. So we're a few minutes over. We're gonna get our musician up here just a minute. Got a couple more. We can maybe finish my couple videos after him as well. So here we go. I finally got it to fit in there. I had to turn it. I had to turn it sideways. It's a little bit skinnier the other way.
Oh boy.
Kind of like a puzzle. But I finally got it. So yeah, I'm just wiping it out. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Yeah, I'm just getting her wiped out because I'm gonna fill this up with RO water, and I'm gonna have it covered, and I'm gonna have like a spigot coming out of it, and that way I have like more water that I can work with at a time. You know?
Oh yeah, okay.
Because I don't know.
Yeah,
I brought it up the other day on Hi Brother. I don't know if you remember, but I was like having it's annoying waiting for, I get like 6 gallons at a time, and that's just for having that tank that fills up. So it still takes a long time, So this is going to be really helpful.
Yeah.
Use some lube, Jess says. Earl, what's up? I collect rainwater and in buckets with an air stone. Check the pH. Greenhouse gets hot in summer. Runs a lot of fans. Can't control humidity, but they adapt. Never had issues. I'm not sure. I mean, you're so the rainwater never has. I've had rainwater that had like parasites in it because it comes out of the like rains off the trees and stuff, and you have to. I tried using rainwater once, like a big barrel of it, and I could see little things, and I was like, what's in this? and it's parasites that you don't want to just use that. So unless it just comes out of the sky and not off of a tree or off of the roof, I guess.
Off the roof, yeah.
Here we go, just manhandling it.
Fun.
It kept getting caught on that tube. So I had to go to I went to the hardware store to figure out what I could get that would work for this, and the best thing we came up with so far was not so good. We'll just leave it at that. Like I have to drill a hole in the cap and then like silicone a nut in. So it's not. I'm gonna keep thinking about what else I can do. Maybe just another pump that I put inside there. Turn the pump on, turn the pump off. But this is what I did for now. Is I just covered it up with an old shower curtain that I had saved, nice and clean, and yeah, I just keep it covered for now to keep anything out of it until I get something going. But yeah, I'll skip ahead. You guys basically know what's happening there. Oh, there's a big booty.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
Yes, ladies, it's real. All right. There is actually, let's see, just a couple left, and then we're going to be pulling up and have a little musician intermission, guys. This is big. This is big, SteveO. This is huge. Look at this thing. First of all, it is big and huge on the screen, but what happens in this video is actually pretty big and huge as well.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Skipping ahead. Oh, here we go. Got some action. Okay, keep the scissors clean.
Yeah, keep cleaning the scissors. Okay. Like that.
Trimming the bush. Smasher, you know it. Guys, hit the like button for trimming the bush. Everybody out there, if you are into, what's up, Elisa May? Got that bubble butt. Oh, snap, from that yoga workout. Yep. Got to try the Maccabee bubble butt yoga workout. That's going to be patented pretty soon. Guys, I lost a follower on Rumble. If you're watching on Rumble, you're not following, hit that follow button for me one time, would you? I'd like to get it back.
Yes,
number back. So here we go. Nice bouquet. I ended up cutting off one more big chunk from this, but there's still more. There's still a bunch more that you can see behind there. That's still fresh. So I have the option to eat fresh basil, but I'm also hanging a whole bunch of basil to dry. And hope let's see, Colton, we got 2 more small videos, brother, and we're going to be on our way here. Let's see this one. So using RO water to rinse these babies off, cutting off anything from the top that was like seed or things that were like the flowers that were going to seed and such, some burnt leaves from light burn, anything I saw, couple of stink bugs that I got out of there, but mostly just rinsing that off, spraying it off with the RO water. See how since I have that 6-gallon pressurized tank, I can turn that RO water on just a little bit, and you get kind of like a spray, sort of like a little bit of pressure. You know what I mean?
What temperature is it? Just
it's lukewarm. Yeah, like it's room. Like I think there's cold and hot turned on for it, so it's not the warmest, but it's not that cold either.
That's a nice little bit of pressure to clean those off. That's perfect.
Popeye, yeah, I'm working on it, man. This stock tank is going to be for me to have more water to work with at one time because I need to expand. Better make some homemade basil pesto. You think, Smashley? Yeah, like I got a lot of things to do with this, but you're gonna see this new little space I made for the hanging of the herbs. Oh, I see Siir SteveO over on the Rumble. Guys, if you're on,
I got 13 on my Rumble tonight. I'm surprised. Yeah.
I've got 8 over here, so yeah, we've got 40.
Hit that Rumble button. Hit it for us, guys.
Go check out Kick. I got a new follower from Kick tonight. Very cool.
Oh,
they're not watching right now, but Looks
Cool.
like it was J Rabbutts 420. J Rabbutts 420
Rabbits.
with a Z
Oh,
420.
and a Z. Okay.
Yeah, I mean
He's
all of
serious
that.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Full commitment with the Z. Yeah.
All right, is this the okay? Wait, present. 1 second. Oh, I didn't show off any of the pictures that I took. It was all the videos. Okay, it's a solid picture, but you guys already saw that. That's good enough. Check a couple. Okay, one more. Okay. Share. Not the singer.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Boom.
Okay. Just flip through this real quick, like before we get our music going on, so I can do a dab of some lemon tree from a local dispensary you might know of as New Era, East Peoria. Shouts out. So look at how much basil I have going on here. Okay, so here we go. That's not the right direction. Should go the other way. Oh well. So here we go. This is the only other thing I have growing in the aquaponics system. That little, I don't know if that's a carrot. I think it's a carrot actually growing in there. Anyway. So here's the this is going all over the place. Hang on a second.
Worm bin.
All right, this is better. Apologies. Could you pull? Or I got it.
What you need?
I'm close already. There we go. So here's the space before those pictures I showed you just now that you shouldn't have seen. It was supposed to come out like this. Okay, so here's the space that I took, and I decided to convert this to my herb hanging area. I got these old fans that started just falling apart as I tried to take them apart to clean them.
Oh, yeah.
But they still work. I'm like, as long as I don't touch them, like they're fine.
Yeah.
So like that, they were just falling apart. So it's not going to be a long-term solution. But here's the basil up close. Look at how crazy that is. It's just growing. It's growing through that pot into that table, and it's going crazy. You guys saw that. Okay, so I decided to I found this other sheet there, and actually it's a curtain on the other side. It's got like the energy saving like side, the white side, and it's not so white though. So I like this pattern. So I have it like this, and then for some odd reason, I have a bunch hanging on the back wall there. So I took out all the nails painstakingly, decided to take out all of the nails so that I could redo it after I had all of this already put up, so I could have it more like this. You see the difference?
Yes.
Yes, much better use of the material. So we saw that already. Okay, so here's the basil hanging. I used the yo-yos. A lot of people don't like the yo-yos. I like the yo-yos. They were just hanging around. I'm not using them for cannabis, but they work great for this. What do you think, Smashley? What are you liking this? I don't know, I'm not seeing the comments at the moment.
You're utilizing every space that you have to its fullest so far. It's just, you're just doing your upgrades one by one. You've got a lot going on in that basement, not just growing a couple things.
There's plenty of space. Yeah, I just once I can get it all.
Yeah.
Even this, eventually, I'd like to line it with Panda film and really have it fully. And you'll see what I did after this actually is even better, to be honest. So I cut them apart a little bit. I know you can bunch them up a bit, but I just kind of spread them out as much as I could. And then I decided to move them a little bit. Got the fans going. So I just stay out of the way of the fans, and I won't touch them, and should be fine.
Notice the shirt, everybody. Notice the shirt.
Okay. You noticed?
Hell yeah.
So boom, here we go. I took my worm bin, put the worm bin underneath there. Double duty. It's getting a little bit of the moisture. Some of the leftover bits have fallen off the plants. I think this is going to be a good little symbiotic relationship maybe between the two.
Synergy.
Yeah, synergy. I like that word. All right, so I believe that's all the stuff I wanted to get through. Popeye says I'll turn you onto silver paint. Silver paint, okay. I'll use it first. Instead of the panda film. Okay. Night. Brad. Is Brad leaving? Who's leaving? All right. A man of my heart. Okay. All right. I'm liking some of the comments. I'm not 100% sure if I'm keeping up here, but gorgeous darling. Oh, okay, Ashley. Okay, I thought you'd like my little herb area there. All right, so let's get him up here, guys. I felt like I took forever, but I did have more content this week, right? Which is good. That's a good thing. Yeah. I'm glad I got some more stuff done. So without further ado, guys, we will bring up tonight's musician intermission. Colton James, everybody.
Boom. What's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
How's it going?
Good, man. Welcome. Good. Sorry about that. Taking a little too long. Sorry, SteveO. Go ahead. Welcome the man. You're awesome.
All good, brother. All good.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Indoor Farmer. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I'm happy to be here.
So Colton said he's going to play some originals, guys. So I want you all to sit back and relax. Take a little sesh if you got the medicinals, and yeah, we're going to do that ourselves and jam out for a minute, guys. Check them out.
Hit that like button and share it out.
So this song's called "On the Run." If you guys don't mind, I'm going to post I just released a YouTube video. I'm going to post a link in the chat.
Do it.
Go right ahead. Absolutely. There it is.
It's called "On the Run," y'all.
These bones through the night when they hunt me down. And I run till I can't hear the guns. And I won't stop before I get the hell out of town. Well, the days had turned to weeks and I was weak in my knees from the hunger and the booze I drank instead. It's been cold since you left me all alone. Fell off the wagon in a town painted red. And I lost my soul and my more was on the way. I lost it all. Yeah, at your heart you stole my name. Feeling all kinds of anger, I ran into his bar. Had a drink with him, for him, smoked a cigar. Once he stumbled through the door, oh, I made the cardinal sin. Sorry, Lord, but I let the devil win. I run till I can't see the sun. I rest these bones through the night and I'll be down. Now run till I can't hear the guns. And I won't stop before I get the hell out of town. Well, the moon was shining bright, all too bright to hide, so I kept on, swept the rim, hopped over the hills. Once I hit the Mississippi, I'll ride her water swiftly to a land known for gold and men I killed. I still think about her often, but I think of that man more. Wake up screaming, dreaming of him on 2-4. I've only got one regret, that I would have stopped my worst mistake. I should have loved you more, maybe then you would have stayed. So I'll run till I can't see the sun. I'll rest these bones and I will lay down. Now run till I can't hear the guns. And I won't stop before I get the hell out of town.
Woo! Yeah.
All right. Nice job.
Awesome.
How's that sound, y'all?
Sounded great.
Good.
Yeah, no problems here. It seems the audience definitely liked it too. What do you think, Waylon?
Yeah, it was good. I think
Appreciate it, y'all.
can you hear me okay? I think I bumped my
Yeah, you're good.
okay. Yeah, everybody
So I'm
says
gonna do
yeah,
another
this is
original,
kinda
and
good.
then you guys just let me know if I have more time or anything. If you guys want to kick me
Oh,
off,
yeah.
do your thing.
Go
Yeah,
right
I mean,
ahead.
you know, as many as you want to play, I guess. A couple more for sure would be great. Everybody go hit that like button, share us out, guys. We want to see some new fans for Colton definitely tonight. And we're going to be getting him back here tonight too. So let's show him a warm welcome for sure.
Oh yeah. Play more, bro. Awesome voice and playing. Everyone's complimenting you, bro.
I appreciate it, guys. This next one's called Argonia Road.
Let's go on back to the swinging bridge where we used to go when we were kids. Do you remember this summer way back in '09? This river takes me back every time. Do you remember the rope swing where we'd spend our days? End up hanging at the little river cafe. Walk over the halls when they're still around. Living large in a small town. Living large in a small town. If I knew then what I knew now, never would have been back in this town. Never would have made the mistakes I made. Never would have brought tears to your face. Argonia Road, take me home to where the river runs wild and beers are cold. Back down Farnsworth Road, I walk down those hills and those fields of once called home. Let's go on back to the swinging bridge where we used to go when we were kids. Do you remember this summer way back in '09? This river takes me back every time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You can't see this, but this is Brad holding up a sign that says 10.
Yeah.
Doesn't show it over through on.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, On the Run is on all streaming platforms. Because I've been Colton James On the Run, but all the other originals that you'll hear, if you want to hear any more, they're all on my Facebook. If you go to the videos, you'll be able to find them. Decent quality, so. And they'll be on.
Yeah.
They'll be streaming soon. So
If they're on a lot of platforms, we might still get hit, SteveO, but we can at least tell them with the surety that surety, is that a word? We can at least tell them in the dispute that we've got permission on this one. But yeah, So very cool, bro. Yeah, Brad, definitely. I'll do another dab to that. Jeez, man, this is some good stuff, bro, for sure.
Yeah,
I'll
definitely.
do one more song, and this is gonna be. I didn't plan on doing this one, but this is a smoking song that I wrote.
Oh,
Smoking song, but it's got some good words too. But
420, hell yeah, guy.
I gotta hurry and light up.
I take a dab in the morning just to feel right. Smoke a cigarette, let it out the door, hug my baby tight. It's a new day. I take a cup in the morning just to feel fine. Used to be Milwaukee's best, but I changed my ways. A shot of caffeine's fine. It's a new page. Well, I work, do it all for my family. And I smoke, do it all for my sanity. And I sleep, when my little babies let me. And I smile, 'cause I'm glad my heart ain't empty. I smoke a joint in the evening just to unwind. Work all day, Fridays I get paid, still always be high. God, I love the grind. I try to call all my old friends when I have time. Talking about the sentiments, how our lives have spent, days are passing by. Now smoke, do it all for my family. And I work, do it all for my sanity. And I sleep, when my little babies let me. And I smile, 'cause I'm glad my heart ain't empty. 'Cause I work, do it all for my family. And I smoke, do it all for my sanity. And I sleep, when my little babies let me. And I smile, 'cause I'm glad my heart ain't empty.
Nice. That was cool, man. That was
Cheers
an
to that.
original 420 song right there.
yes, sir.
That would be a really great intro to my show. What do you think?
I like it.
I got you, dude, for sure.
We could immortalize it. I'm kidding. I'm gonna use Colt Montgomery. Already gave me the go ahead on one of them, so I got to grab one of his songs at some point. And
Yeah.
anyway, but that was a very good. I was like I couldn't stop moving to that one. It was good.
Thanks, brother. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm checking out the comments too. I appreciate y'all for real.
Yeah.
So tell the people we had your YouTube up for a while there. Is that really what you want to build? Is your YouTube channel like? Is your Facebook page?
The link that I sent you guys to, that was a YouTube video. That was not my channel. if that was what you guys were just talking about.
I see. Well, I just meant like aside from that link, what's the best place?
Gotcha. So Instagram and Facebook, it's Colton James OH. I don't know if you guys can see the little @ under my name. That's where you're gonna find me. Find my music and all that stuff. You can find all the links to my music videos. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I play a bunch in Kentucky and Indiana and Dayton. So if you guys are around the area, feel free to add me.
Ohio.
Figure out
Ohio, the newly legal state.
You guys do any booking or anything? I'll play anywhere.
Yeah, listen, we happen to know some friends in Ohio. No shit. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I'll tell you what, the Ohio going legal though. What are you thinking about that? Has it been insane? Everyone kind of freaking out that or what?
Everybody's waiting for it. It's like it's like lava simmering under the surface. You know what I mean?
It's like that heat boiling up on that.
Because nothing's really changed. They passed the laws, and then as soon as they passed it, a bill changed, making it to where we can only grow half the plants. They added on more tax.
Yeah, the people don't realize they can change that shit up as quick as they can. Right, actually, quicker they can.
They took away a 10% cultivators tax and added on to ours.
Well, before I make you shrink you a little bit here, the guys, look at his name there and look at the @ Colton James OH right there. You can find him all over the place. And if you're out in Ohio, for sure, link up with them, see what's up. But either way, we're gonna be trying to get Colton back for sure again. And I appreciate your time, man. I know you're out there, doing that hustle. Do you have a job otherwise?
No, I quit. I managed a restaurant for a year, but worked at a restaurant for 4 years, and just quit that when I in 2024 to do music full time.
There's something to be said about those who go out there with no safety net. Hey, SteveO. Like I
got two baby boys at home too, so it's cool. Man, my wife's supportive. It's cool. I'm going for it. So that's what I'm doing.
That's
live
great,
your
bro.
dream. It's good that you get to live your dreams, man. I hope you are completely successful.
I appreciate it, man. I'll be talking to you guys soon. I know that. So you guys keep doing your thing too.
Yeah, if there's anything else you want to shout out, of course, you got the time. But otherwise, we'll talk to you later, brother.
Claystar Studios on YouTube, man. That's a cool channel too.
Yeah, awesome, man. Awesome.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks again. Good night.
Peace.
Back there. All right, man. Awesome.
Man. Yeah, very good voice, and he's really good with the guitar. He had a lot of chord changes in his songs. That's really hard, I would think, to play the guitar correctly and well at the same time that you're trying to sing the song well. I mean, that just takes a great brain, I think.
It seems like there's less people that do both than one or the other, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I can't do either. But hey.
Yeah.
So, well, what do you say, guys? Let's see what we've got in store from Siir SteveO on our way, ramping things up. Maybe let's see what he's got to say today. Let's go.
Yeah. It's the certified segment, Monday, February 5th, 2024. What's up, everybody? Updating. That's all. That's pretty much it. But I tell you, filming started already. Me and Philip have worked out what we're gonna do, and he's germinating seeds right now and filming. I figured out why he was only getting that 1 minute at a time, because he was using the Facebook camera inside of Messenger, and he wasn't using his actual camera and turning it sideways.
Mhm.
So we got it now, and we're gonna have some good footage. He's a real good guy, and I hope everybody gets to know him. He even has his own soil company that I think that is very interesting that you guys should check out too. But
Too good,
you
so-
know, yeah, Two Goose Soil, the Goose. But yeah, so we're working on that. So I hope that if everything works out well, I might have an episode ready next week, and then there should be one to follow every week after that. Just progress, and then once it's shipped to me, or I pick it up, depending on what happens, then I take over with the filming from there. And you know, at the end of the whole thing, I hope to maybe use one of those AI, the things that they have now, where they'll take all your videos and make like one big long one for you, with highlights and stuff that you can use now.
Well, there's apps and stuff you could do. I mean, you mean from from his starting of it all the way through to you getting
Yeah.
them, and then
Mhm. Yeah, I think like maybe if I could condense it all into like one 10-minute long video or something, I think at the end that would be really fun to do.
I mean, you definitely could. I mean, if you wanted to, I could even help you with that. Like that's it just depends. You have to make a lot of choices on what you want in there, but I want to know about your grow area now. I know you're using a tent indoors, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to clean it one more time before he brings the plants? Like wipe it down just because it's like just sitting there,
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is I'm worried about spiders and stuff, because you know, just getting the cobwebs and things like that. See, when I started in that room, it was freshly painted, brand new, ready to go. You know what I mean? And then I had that lull it's been now a year and a half. Oh, easy. It's been maybe closer to 2 years since I really grew anything inside. And I'm just
closer for you too.
Oh yeah, it's literally across the hall. It's not like I can't find the time to tend to them. And that's one thing I keep telling myself. That it's not, like it's a lot of physical extra work. It's worrying about screwing it up. Is what I always did. I stressed about it, and really once I stopped kind of stressing about it, that's when everything kind of started growing better for me. Because luckily, knock on wood, I never had like insects and things like that. My main thing that I would fight would be temperature and humidity.
PM?
Never.
No?
Nope.
Well, have you always grown in a tent?
Yes.
That's probably my problem, because I have a bunch of stuff just growing out in the rooms. It's just out. Everything's just out there. Like there's no controlling of anything.
I actually had thought about just panda filming the walls in this room and just making the whole room, one big grow room, but
then you'd be sitting in the grow lights a lot too.
Yeah, the thing is that was when I had the idea of doing autos,
a lot.
But you have to have a flower and a veg room to do it right, so that's what the tent's for. What are you doing?
This is what you'd have to be sitting like this all the time, because you'd be in the room with all your grow lights. I mean, because I actually put a barrier between my grow lights in this room, but although I do have other lighting, but yeah, you'd have to be worried about that, bro. You'd be getting a suntan, like just one arm or something, whatever's closest to the grow side.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. I just I'm going for it. I'm also at the same time going to grow some heirlooms too, and grow some fen photos, and so I can get myself some personal smoke going.
Joe has an interesting point here. He says once you get powdery mildew in the home, it's hard to control. Now, I agree, but
Boy,
what I've seen is if you can keep the humidity, if you use dehumidifiers and keep the humidity below 60% or 55%, that it should not be able to live or spread. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it can still survive somehow. But between cleaning all the surfaces, once I wall it in with the Panda film or have a tent like Siir SteveO's using, which you have a pretty good sized tent, like for what you're doing, like I don't even know why I'm so insistent on walling it in, because the money I'm spending on that could go towards a tent, you know. But
yeah, and you could be ready to rip, you know. An AC Infinity exhaust system. And then another little, intake or something like that, and you've already got a humidifier and a dehumidifier, right? You've got both.
I do, and that's why I'm going to put them inside the room. Popeye Sailor, what's up, brother? It says, if I can just grow and not hang drywall and tape drywall and paint drywall. So, but why though? Why would you have to do all that with the drywall? He says you'd be happy up to grow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang the Panda film from the rafters above.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how I'm going to hang it just yet, because I know tape would work, but it may not work for forever. I might have to use like staples and tape, like tape it, then staple it through the tape, you know,
mm-hmm.
and then tape over that. I don't know. Glue it after that. Stick glue over the staples. Each staple gets glue after the tape, after the Panda film.
Right.
Thumbtacks, you think, Leslie, would be enough? If you use real Panda, well, that would be probably stronger. Brad, go ahead.
I've got these tacks that are like upholstery tacks, and it's like a big button basically with a real sharp point that I use to hang things, the bigger things. So something like that might work great with the Panda film, because then you're just putting a pinhole in it.
I like that, Shane. Yeah, blocking out the mold with coffee filters. So once I build the room, I'm most certainly gonna have an entry hole and an exit hole. The entry hole is gonna be in the same area where the person door is, the man door, we call it the person door, you might want to say, in this day and age. Anything you do, I guess, just paint bright white is bright white. Yeah, bright white is the best, they say, for reflecting. I mean, mirror is too strong because it can actually burn everything. So you wouldn't want to just put mirrors up. That's why you never see anyone with like a fun house growing inside of a fun house. Everything would just fry up. Got some terp sticks and some Bubba hash going. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Trap sticks. What?
Yeah, that's what's up. Some trap sticks. Now, yeah, terp sticks are back in stock. Cherry pie and the sunset sherbet is now that it's back in stock. It's flying off the shelves again.
It literally saved me today, bro. My lips were killing me.
Well, I can tell you guys as an exclusive that I believe one of the two new flavors I have settled on is sour diesel. Now, think about that. Sour diesel.
Wait, oh man, I wasn't ready for it. Wait, what did you say? This was an exclusive?
Yeah, I haven't said this out. Yeah. So think about sour diesel, that gassy, that
Sour D.
Man, I'm telling you, it's amazing, the flavor and the smell. Yeah. Because you can tell that I'm trying to stay more strain specific, and that's why I like Denver Terpenes. There's another company that I may be working with as well, that I'm gonna try some of theirs in another batch and do some more experimenting, but it'll still be the same silky smooth formula, just changing the terps around, of course. I need to work on the labels. That's a big part of it. Since I'm just starting out, of course, I'm just using one of these little heat transfer label printers, So if you have it for a little while, I know the black lettering starts to rub off on your, eventually. But you know, that's the biggest improvement that I think I need to make at this point. So, and I wish I had packaging for a 3-pack so that I could put 3 together in a package. But I haven't come up with anything yet for that. I didn't expect them to be this popular. I think once I'm in the stores more, I'm only in a couple stores here in my area right now. But once we get more into the stores, no problem. Once we get more into the stores and stuff, then we'll have the capital to improve on the packaging and things of that sort. So because of your support, guys, it's really turning into something. So thanks a lot.
Sorry, if you could take the comment down. My mouse just died on me. I think I need a new battery. So I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, no sweat. Yeah, I've had that happen to me. Even my brand new computer, sometimes when I fire it up, it won't connect to the internet. Even if I turn off Wi-Fi, turn it back on, go to different networks, whatever. What I have to do is I have to turn off the Wi-Fi, restart the computer, and then turn the Wi-Fi back on, and then it works. So, and it's brand new. I just got it. So, there's those little things like that, and it just drives you crazy when you're in the middle of a live. But so I appreciate it. Thanks, Ashley. That is pretty cool. Certified Army really rallied up with the terp sticks, and I hope that you guys continue to enjoy them. I hope I delivered what I said I would. So
be looking out for that Indoor Farmer pesto.
Yeah, right.
Coming. The first order coming from Ashley Huffman. No rest, Ashley. I'm kidding. That's funny. Infused pesto.
Infused pesto. Wow, that does sound pretty good. You could just infuse some avocado oil or coconut oil or olive oil and make the pesto out of that, and that would get you pretty ripped, I'd say, depending on how strong your oil is.
It could, for sure. I could see
Yeah.
it.
What's up, Jimmy? Hey, man. Jimmy Mead is in the house, everybody. Good to see you, Jimmy. I haven't seen you around much lately, bud. Well, Jimmy gets the horn. Hell yeah. Good to see you, Jimmy. Hope you feel well, my friend. Popeye says, just be you. Yeah. That's the thing is you can't be in front of a camera for as long and as much as Waylon and I have and try to be fake about something. I mean, it's impossible. We're here too much. We put too much of ourselves into what we do that, it would be impossible really to just totally be fake. I would think so. Yeah, man, that would be so hard to keep up with if you were faking something, wouldn't it?
I know what you mean, my brother.
Robot.
I know what you. Yeah, Jimmy. I hear you, brother. He's been staying off the social. It's good to have a cleanse. Tell you, what helps me sometimes is that I rotate from different platforms. When you're on one, I don't know. Maybe this is off, but I'm just having this thought right now. But it seems to me that when you try multiple platforms, excuse me, you kind of have like a different perspective on a different. You feel like you're in a different world almost. You go to a different platform where like the rules are different, algorithms different. You have different people that you're connected with on there, and you may not be it may not be that. You may not know that many people on some other like a new one. Like if you're on trying out X or anything, used to be called Twitter. I hate that we have to say it all the time now. It's called X, which is weird as well. But then you have to always explain that it was.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it already. I'm used to
Yeah,
calling it X,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, if you're over on X in a space or whatever, they definitely do use the word X all the time. But my point is, if you're trying out something else, it kind of gives you like a relief a little bit in some ways. Because for me, it's like, oh, it's a whole different atmosphere, as it were. You know, does that make sense? I don't know. It's just like Instagram doesn't fulfill that for me. Instagram is weird. It's not. I don't know. It's like there's nothing there for me. Nothing in Instagram. You do the Instagram? You're on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, but it's like, meh. You meet other people, right, Popeye? Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, meeting more people is the point, but my point is like getting out of the. There's something about the pattern that you get that you're getting fed from one site, like say the Foos books, for instance, and then you get out of that pattern and you're over like on. I use Minds, Minds.com, or I'll just do other things. Watch something else,
Thanks for the stars, Leslie. Appreciate you, brother.
Leslie, Ronaldo. Thanks, guys. Hitting Siir SteveO with the stars, guys. Yeah, IG kind of sucks. Yeah, it does. It's just like, there's nothing there for me. Hit him with those stars, guys. If you're going to hit him with those stars, go check him out on certifiedarmy.locals.com. He's got, I think, $2 a month. You can be a member of the Certified Army for like officially. Not just, and not just on paper, but like officially. That's when you get the branding. You have to get branded by. You have to get branded. You have to make take a trip to the ground the home base, which is where SteveO's at, and then SteveO gets to brand your arm.
Yeah, Chuck Rock he has a certified tattoo that says certified on it, and what's his name? Silos is going to get a certified stamp that I have tattooed on him. The one that looks like that tray, and yeah.
What tray?
Those wooden trays that I have.
Yeah.
That I'm giving away. Yeah.
From Grassroots Designs.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I've technically been branded once before. One more time. Well, this time's going to be on your penis, Shane. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. That's where you put $100 bill so you can watch your money grow.
Dollar bills. Yeah, wow. Yeah, you start off, it looks like a 1. It turns into 100.
Yeah.
Hopefully it turns into 100, boys. You know what I'm saying? Good night. Who's saying good night to who? Love you, Waylon. Thanks, Popeye, for hanging out, bro. You're an awesome people. Hey, man, if you're a grower, if you're we should have you on. I don't even know, I apologize, but maybe I know you by a different profile, like your profile name. Do you know who this is, SteveO?
Just by Popeye Sailor.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, yeah, man, if you ever want to come on the show, let us know, man.
Yeah,
cool
definitely.
See if you're eating spinach or anything like that. Great. All right. The name the name doesn't sound familiar, to be honest, but nice to meet you.
Great.
Yeah, man, thanks for hanging out for sure. I think you're over on. Looks like you're on SteveO's side for sure. Check out. SteveO does a lot of things on. I don't know if you guys saw at the end of the certified segment, reel there. You've got all the shows listed. So go and check that out. Hit that follow button. Brass knuckles to the arm. Dang, bro. Shane, we're getting like,
what's up, Shane?
Up here, man. Like he's just getting,
yeah.
He's like, his name was Robert Paulson.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Robert Paulson. That's a
Friday night
reference. Yeah.
Friday night on my IWK 710 Daily Sesh, I gave away some Briggs beans.
Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, I gave away some Briggs beans. People were, we had a lot of entries in on that one.
On Friday, you said?
Yeah, on Friday, I went with some Briggs beans.
Hit that like button for those Briggs beans, guys, for sure. Cheers. Yeah, we gave away some. Well, I don't have any Briggs beans, but I meant to check to make sure. But yeah, I don't have any. But we're working on that, right, Shane? We got you. We got a couple of winners from game night to take care of. But usually it's such a long term kind of thing that it's not even a big deal. Like I haven't hit you up yet about the certified winner. I didn't have time today to get to any of the winners.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys realize this, but you might be thinking to yourself, it's just one. It's just my little, why didn't he do this today? Well, actually for me, it's a list of 17 that I don't want to just start with one, like, and then walk away. Like I want to be able to stop to have a little time to be able to do the whole thing and get it done. And so like there's a few things I have to mail, but I actually found some more mailers cheaper too. I found places that you can buy them that aren't at the USPS store that you can get way cheaper, those way cheaper mailers, like literally like less than $1 for each one of the bubble mailers. So that's good. It's good. Much better than like $3, I think, that I was paying at the USPS store. So
yeah,
it was two something. It was $2, $2.99, or it was two something, or maybe it was $1.99 if I'm not mistaken. But still, you're looking at $2.50 there. Two something for each one. So I cut that price down. So I'm working on the shipping costs and such. But yeah, I lost some more Locals members, man. So guys, if you want to sign up on Locals, $20 for a full year. I might end up having to change game night to where it's like you have to be a 1-year member.
You have a lot of players, yeah.
Well, there's a lot of sponsors now. There's 7. There's more. There's actually more than I have. I just haven't gone to I have a couple of local grow shops. Shouts out to True Healthcare Wellness. Shouts out to Level Up Seed and Garden. Like they both, if I go to those shops and I ask them, and I haven't been doing this because I don't personally think it helps them that much. Go to those shops and ask them for stuff to give to my viewers to do the shout out for game night stuff. They both are down to give me stuff, but usually it's like some grove bags or things that maybe not everybody might need. The grove bags. Well, I mean, I guess I take that back. It's not about that. My point is I have to then ship it out, and then it doesn't help that shop any. It's not like getting their name out there. You know what I mean? And so I just haven't had the time to go and drive over to these shops, check them out, say hi, and then ask for some items. But my point is there's even more sponsors than what I've been doing. And it's like for the value I'm bringing, man, the number we should be, that community should be growing. I mean, I guess maybe I don't know how fast, but we should be growing, not going backwards, So, hey, I might have to change them rules just because of how much like stuff we're giving away. I mean, think about it, bro. Mythic Genetics, guys, Mythic Genetics gives away a pack of beans every week on game night. Alex does. Shouts out to Alex. You go to his website, you're gonna get a pack of beans for multiple years worth of Locals. And I've said this recently, but it's like, man, like I can't say that enough. The value I'm giving out there. That's like, what is it? What is it that people are I don't know. Maybe it's something I say and they're like, I'm done. Whatever it is. But it's all good. It's all good. we'll just keep trucking along. Game night was awesome. We had to come up with we had to change some things on the fly, but I actually came up with some rule changes for that. So we're gonna fix that next week. We need to get you to come in at sometime and play if you get a chance. But it's a different style now. It's a little funner, more fun, a little faster.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's a different feel now. We got a wheel of mini games. So I got to fix some of those too. But it is what it is. But anyway, back to your grow. I want to know, like, you got fans and you got all that stuff already. Not fans, but like actual intake fans, like with the tube and stuff. You're doing all that.
Yeah, I've got an AC Infinity. I've got the digital controller where it'll run automatically. I can set the humidity level, relative humidity, and I can set the temperature for it to pull or not pull air out of the tent. I use negative pressure. I keep the whole unit outside the tent, the filter, the fan, everything, and I pull the air right out of the top of the sucks right out of the top of the tent, so it clears it out in a matter of 2 minutes. It'll exchange the whole air
all the time. So people do. I see.
No.
You can automate that a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because my room stays pretty close to the normal temperatures, except in the winter it gets a little cold because I leave the air conditioner in all year, so it would get a little cold in there. But the lights usually would take care of that, or I would get purple plants because of the cooler temps, which didn't bother me none.
I might have that happening in my basement. I'm seeing some of that, but also who knows with all the issues going on. I have to get all the walls put up and everything. Thank you guys, everybody shouting out in the comments. Yeah, I know there's some people that see it, and it's like I hate having to repeat it all the time. SteveO, maybe you're tired of hearing me saying all of it, but we are growing in some places, and I think we're getting new people to see us and new people to come through. And those new people are maybe the people that might see our value and hang out and like our content more, whatever it is. You got to find your audience as you go. So I have to repeat myself on the awesomeness of game night, man. Don't you just hate having to talk about awesome stuff? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, but it is. I hate to repeat myself all the time as well, but bros, it's getting crazy up in here. We're gonna have the certified army shop coming out soon on the game night too, because you're one of the sponsors. So I'm stoked about it, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. I have to take my time and do it right. Every week I'm finding a problem. Oh, that rule was a little fucked. I gotta
change on the fly.
I have to do a little something else on that one.
Yeah.
Barry says, "Hey, Siir SteveO." Oh, sorry, my bad.
That's right. What's up, man? How's it going, bro? Yeah, Alan says game night is fun. Hell yeah, it is. I'm a year member, says Perry Wood. He went ahead and took the year. Yeah, nice.
Thank you, Perry. Yeah, I was like, man, I was a little bummed today. And some people might say, oh, you don't talk about some of that kind of stuff online, but it's like, man, I was like, we went down three members in the community. It was like, what happened, But I don't know. 3 people at once is a little more than, I guess it's not that many, but still, I felt it, felt it deep in my loins.
Oh, you're gonna update too, Brad? That's good. That's real good.
Brad and Perry, thank you guys. Appreciate that. It's really the best way to make it where we don't have to. We'll advertise our own stuff, advertise that Terp Stick, advertise, all the different shows that we do. But we won't have to stop and do some something that was clearly written by someone else that we have to read. You know what I mean? We don't even have to do that for GrowFam right now because we are using the FOOP. We're making that part of our grows, and we're going to show it off. We give away stuff. We play little short clips, short commercials from FOOP. All of those things are way, way more digestible, in my opinion, than like a paragraph that like you were clearly given by somebody. Because when you're reading, you hear it when the big podcasters, when they stop. Well, first, let me tell you about.
Yeah, right.
And it's like that was clearly something that they wrote down ahead of time. Like I don't ever want to have to do that. I want to be able to tell you off the fly what I like about them, what I don't like about them. This is one of my awesome sponsors here or there, whatever they do. It just that should be a fluid thing if it's something you actually use, right?
Yeah.
No pun intended on the FOOP with the fluid thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever get a job, I plan on getting a year as well. Well, thanks, Alan. Yeah, Alan has been trying to. He's kind of in a dry area of for work. So, actually, I don't know where you live exactly, Alan. I'm sure I have your address somewhere, but I don't memorize people's addresses. I'll be honest. But yeah, man, if we could ever advertise to help, I would love to. I actually thought of doing a show at one point, SteveO. Remember? I don't know if you remember this. I thought of doing a show where you and I interview people as if they're on a job interview.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do it live. And while we do it live, we're telling people in the audience, if you're an employer out there, we get, and we try to get like a bunch of employers in the audience to be like watching people that come up. And then you would get like train wrecks of people at times that just are not great at interviewing. You might get you might get awesome candidates that are like interview really, really well. And there might be a connection made from the audience. It could be a fun show. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
50 places Alan's went to apply at, bro.
Oh shit.
I wish I could hire you. It's crazy. From what I've seen, small business wise, you are a small business owner for a long time before you can actually hire an employee because of all the insurance and everything else that's required. And it's just insane because just to go from going from yourself or maybe like your family or maybe some people that are volunteering with you to that one employee is a huge jump. But then once you get to that point, it becomes a little easier because you can like create different changes like in structural in the company. So then you create like incorporation or you change up the level of what the company is rated at, and then you can add more employees easier. But going from like a non-employee business to having an employee is like, you know this, right? Like I mean, you probably have more experience than I do in it. This is from what I've heard. I heard it from a person who once told me about it from another person. I'm kidding, but would you agree though? Isn't that pretty intense, that part of trying to get to an employee?
Yeah, I mean, you have to match their taxes. Whatever they pay, you have to pay exactly the same amount to the
I didn't know that.
Federal and state. Yeah, every bit of it. It gets matched exactly. So there's insurances. Not just workers' comp, which is very expensive. That you have to have if you have an employee. But there's quite a bit to actually hiring somebody, not just paying somebody cash for a weekend day or something.
So you're getting. So Shane says 45%. I'm not sure, like if you can tell us where you get this from, Shane, but I believe it. It says doesn't help that 45% of American corporations have started using AI for not only the application process but the interview process as well.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Can you imagine you're interviewing with AI? You could talk like this. Maybe they would understand you more easily. Boop, meep, boop, meep. Let me boop in your socket. You can fool AI. If you go to on the Spaces on X, I was on Spaces one time. We were messing with the closed caption. You can actually see it. It'll show up closed captioning of us of our recording of our voices. And I said I can fool that, and I said you just have to talk like this, you talk like this, everybody talk like this, you know what I'm saying? And but like the machine can't pick it up, it's like what? It doesn't know. It doesn't. If you just speak broken English or like messed up English, you're good to go.
Right.
Popeye's still here. What's up? But okay, yeah. There you go. There you go. I knew I was on here. What? Oh, you found me over on my side. Thanks, bro.
Okay. Yeah, he was over on mine for a while.
Yeah, you can fool them. You can be like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to go anywhere, but you could just, I don't know. I didn't have anything to say per se there, but that's funny. That's funny. Well, SteveO, I think we've gone through everything we had for tonight. I'm thinking of starting to work in a little bit more news from Farm Week, like I was using on Wednesdays, also on Mondays, just because it is pretty relevant on Mondays too. But we're gonna be getting a lot more SteveO content coming up too as well soon, guys. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that table in the beginning of my videos there when I was messing with the tripod, but I'm really hoping to clear that table out and start to fill it up with worm castings, some biochar from Foop, some kind of another clean soil mix that I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there. Maybe just some more cocoa mix, cocoa core, because the worms actually eat the cocoa core over time. And so I line their bin with that. And so I might just put a lot more cocoa core in there, maybe some clay pebbles and such. So just to kind of fill that whole bed in and start growing in it. That's one of my next projects. Supposedly, I mean, if that's the case, man, if I have that bed full of worms, then I shouldn't have a huge problem with a lot of bugs. From what I've learned recently, if that's the case from our friends at Soil Food, then I'm excited. Like that could be a fun place to grow peppers, and I could even grow potatoes and everything in there because the bed's not very deep. But I don't know if I told you, I think I told you this before, but the bin that I'm growing potatoes in has holes in it. I'm just gonna put that whole bin up in the bed.
Oh yeah.
So then that gives me this deep to grow inside the bed. So see how that pans out, so to speak.
That's a good plan.
What do you think about drainage though? What I'm thinking is I could, instead of having a drain, I tilt the table just ever so slightly. So I raise up two legs of it just a little bit, and I can leave a space where it's not there's no soil, or I could actually put I could take anything cylindrical, like a cup or something, cut a hole in it, and put it to the bottom at the end that's away from the tilt. You know what I'm saying? The low end.
Yeah. Right.
And that way I can kind of monitor how much water's in there. If there's a puddle there, then I know there's too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's probably the best way, because I don't really care to have a drain, because that water is not going to be easy to deal with unless I have a bunch of filtration. Guys, if I was to take bedrock, or not bedrock, but like bigger rocks and then smaller rocks and then sand, and then go back the other direction to bigger rocks and then back to where it's just the water comes out the other end, that could be fun, but it would take up a lot of space on the table. Growing space. Alan says that's why I was asked if I was stranded on a desert island and all humans needed needs were met. What 2 items do I want to bring? An actual interview question I was recently asked. Oh yeah, so Alan's got a lot of like interview questions in his head from recent endeavors.
My family and my medicine. That's what I'd bring.
You think, Margaret? Yeah, thank you. Margaret says she loves watching the progress. Letty's did look better. I don't know if they're going to come back per se, as far as like growing back to good shape, but at least I think I can make the spider mites go away. That they may still end up just being dead plants, you know. But it was an interesting, and I'm not going to pretend I did it on purpose.
Right.
But I will say that after it started happening, I was like, well, fuck it. Let's see what I can do with it.
Experiment now. Yeah.
You know, it was like, it's like, I mean, yeah, did I want that? Did I want those plants to work out? For sure. But once it was too late, you know? So it's like, well, I guess okay, back up. It wasn't too late if I had done whatever was the right answer, correct? But I went through a few things and I learned some things from it. You know, we learned that ladybugs aren't really great for spider mites because that's not their main source of food. They'll pick at them, but they're not going to take them out. We learned that I'd probably need more, you know, the ratio to predator mites needs to be a little higher because I only had 2,000. 2,000 seemed like a lot in my head. Wasn't really that much, honestly. So I probably would have had to buy more, but those are very expensive. So then back to the Prime Superior, which I had stopped using because it was killing the ladybugs, because I liked the ladybugs. Ladybugs are fun. I really actually do enjoy ladybugs, but I can't do both. Prime Superior is going to take them out. So now we're back to the Prime Superior. And I'm going to have, you know, the good guy bugs are going to have to go bye-bye for a while. So I'm going to, you know, I might bring them back. We might go with like praying mantis next time, bro.
Yeah.
A whole nest of praying mantises. Like I walk in and they just like, come to me, my pretties, and they all just fly and it's like flock on my face. They're hanging out in my beard. It's like,
oh no,
nesting. Anyway, I don't know. That might be bad because I can't imagine like only a handful. Like, would a handful keep it? Anyway, once the room is done, I digress. You get my drift. But I do like the fun good guy bugs. It's interesting to me. I like the Prime Superior as well. I hate that they don't work well together. I wish they would work well together. Anyway, I digress. It's been a good episode, guys. Thank you, SteveO. Great show, brother. And I mean, man, Colton James, once again, man,
you ripped it, man.
Killed it. If you guys haven't yet, please hit that like button. Share us out with your friends. We are on the Rumble. If you haven't followed us over there, I have a bunch of channels, and I'd actually put this into a different channel. So if you're watching us on Rumble, check out the other channels, because it looks like the Rumble Studios is forcing me to use a channel and not my profile is what we're live on right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't like to go through the details, but the way Rumble was set up, if I was being on a channel right now, you wouldn't be able to find my other channels by looking at it on the app. But if I'm on my profile, you can look at my profile and see all my channels that I have.
Right.
That direction, like a tree, you know. I'm like, okay, I want people to be able to see each channel. So my channels are more or less like a playlist for those shows. So there's a game night channel, there's a reviews channel, there's a We Grow Wednesday channel, and that way people can watch just that show if they want. And that way it's a playlist for me to keep them all separate. I like it. But now that Rumble Studios came out, they only have it open for me to go to a channel and not to my profile. And so all my channels are at different levels of followers. So if you guys are over there, hit that follow on the other channels. Appreciate that. At least, you know, the Indoor Farmer channel. It's at 300 though, so it's actually not that far away. So
shit, yeah,
it's not bad. Like and share. Thanks, Perry. Thanks, everybody. You got anything else, brother? Are we good to go? Want to do one more dab, or what's up?
Yeah, let's do another dab.
Anybody come up one time for a quick smoke? Anybody out there? Anybody at all? Guys, hit us up.
Yeah.
Not going to say yes to anybody at all, but I want anybody at all to ask us.
Yeah, I'm just going to enjoy some jelly beans from the organic outlet.
That organic outlet, guys. Check them out.
You want to know? Hit us up.
Do one more fat dabberoo. Yeah, so last night, I guess I'll get into this here now that I did get into it already, so I apologize. I get off on those tangents. But on game night, we had these magic joints, SteveO, and the magic joints kind of didn't work out well. It ended up being like, so what we were doing is you were moving around Maccabee's Live Market, the shop, and you were sort of using creativity and imagination to like kind of do things. Go to the cash register, go over to the couch, go to this plant, do this, do that, just whatever you want. And when you do those things, we would spin a wheel of mini games to see what would happen. And it's not just mini games. Like I'm going to add more things to this, like whatever. Well, I can't think of the things at the moment, but there's going to be some things. So one of the things that was added was that you get a magic joint rather than a mini game, and people kept hitting that. So I had to take that away. People kept hitting that one. And so they would stack up these magic joints for no reason, and the magic joints ended up going for the players to stop other players from playing against them or something like that. I don't know. Hey, we got Shane in the house. What's up, Shane?
What's up, Shane?
I didn't actually
y'all doing tonight?
Link out, did I? What's up?
I threw it to him. He asked for it.
Out of literally everything. Donna says, one of my brothers took Christmas trees from a friend's yard. We woke up and hatchlings of praying mantises. Holy cow.
Oh, man.
Hatching them out of literally everything. Wow, Donna, that's insane. On Rumble. What's up, Joe? On Rumble? You said on Rumble? Oh, dude, I could not find your live the other night. I gave up. I'm not sure. You mean game night? It was on there. It actually has one of my highest number of views right now for like weeks.
Nice.
The other one, actually the highest one, was people in the boxes the night when I said, do we have too many people? And I don't know if that was the title that grabs people on that one or what, but then game night last night was actually over 400 views on Rumble. Shouts out over to Rumble. But yeah, so back to these magic joints. Shane played. So the magic joints kind of turned out. So SteveO, I'll try to explain it a little better. The way I set it up is, so SteveO, if you had points already and no one else did, and Shane runs into a mini game, he would have to play against you because you're the highest, have the highest points. So he would get a chance to take one of your points. So I'm going to refine this whole system, but you had magic joints that you could actually use instead to make him not get to do that. Well, we're not going to do that. We're not doing that anymore. Shane, what do you think about that? And this goes out to all the people that watched and stuff, so I apologize to those of you that don't know about the game night last night. But what do you think about the magic joint gives you the chance to re-roll the mini game wheel?
I like that idea.
And then you don't. The way that you get more is that there are certain mini games that when you win, you also get a magic joint. So like you'll get that as a reward on top of like your points. And we're still going to do the point system where 2 points per prize, and yeah, we're going to be, I want to play this week game night. Yeah, Perry, this one's going to be better. It's going to be more refined, and I've got I don't want to add too many mini games before I fix the ones that we've got now, but I'm going to sort of refine the ones I got now and start to slowly add ones that are, more interesting. Good idea. Timothy says. Timothy played as well, so yeah, thanks, Timothy. Yeah, I think that's a much better use of those, and it gives you a chance to I don't like because eventually there's going to be like 30 mini games on there. Like I don't like that one. Let me we'll try the next one. And actually, what I thought about doing is this: if you use like 2 or 3, I don't know how many, you get to pick. You get to pick the game.
Like if you use all three joints at one time.
Well, yeah, I mean, you might have stacked up. You might have a bunch stacked up because you might have played a bunch of mini games that win one. And but also the other thing I'm doing is putting on the wheel that you get to pick, like one of the spots that you might hit. Just one spot on the wheel is you pick, like you get to pick a game.
I would also
See that,
just to because it kind of went fast last time.
It did, but we also, once we doubled it, it still was a 3-hour live stream.
Yeah, after you doubled it.
It's still not that fast.
Yeah.
I also was working out rules and such too, so like.
But that's what I was talking about before you doubled it up. That was kind of fast.
I thought it felt fast, but to be honest, when I said that, it was we were at the 2-hour mark on the stream. So like we're not even at 2 hours. We're at 4 hours or 4 minutes till 2 hours right now.
Right.
Gotta shut up and do my dab. Cheers.
Yeah, Friday was fun, Shane. Thanks for coming through on that.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, people really like the fact that those are regs too, and that the tarantula. The tarantula cross is really cool, and you got 10 of them in there as well. So that's fucking awesome, man. So whenever I have the need, man, I'm like regs beans.
I know people like regs, but I know a lot of people also don't breed. So I like to give them a chance to get a lot of females and only a couple, males in there.
Yeah, I don't do regs myself. I like to store regs, to have, because one day, the pot farmer is going to be king. I'm telling you that right now. It could happen.
They're already starting to. You can see now companies are starting to switch to only releasing films or clones, and the danger slope.
Yeah,
because most films are induced with chemicals, so you have all chemicals,
Mm. Oh yeah, I sent Joe some Strawberry Dream, and you got those, right, Joe? All right, I surprised him with them. I wanted to send him some terp sticks, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hook them up with some Briggs beans too. Some
nice.
Strawberry Dreams, man. If you have slaps, I'll send those out for you too.
I don't at the moment. Trying to figure out how to get those.
Well, honestly, we've got too many people. Take your pick. Like we've got, SteveO and I both know probably a dozen people who make them.
It's not so much that, because I'd definitely come ask you two or Happy Hippies. It's more financial.
Yeah, I get that, man.
Oh, for sure. No, I think we could. I think we could probably use some of that locals money to help out one of our sponsors. Get some of them slaps out to our friends. Because what would that be doing? That's me buying them slaps for us to give out to those winners. I mean, and wherever else you want to give them out, but we could figure that out. They're usually not that bad, man. For like, you can get, I don't know, I'm off the top of my head, but you can get like a couple hundred for what, like $30.
I don't know. I just got 500, and it was like $78 or something.
Yeah, see, that's nice. even better.
Yeah,
so that's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I need to get some as well, so maybe we'll both go in and get some. I'm really thinking. So I like my new clean logo here, but at the same time, that logo I made right before this with all the craziness happening, that would be a cool slap.
Yeah, it would.
That's the T-shirt. This is too boring for the T-shirt. I want the T-shirt with all the shit happening on it. There was a fish in one of the O's. Like it was just it was
With it being a shirt, you could do multiple logos, sleeves, front, back.
All right, touche. You could do like, yeah. I don't know which one do you? So SteveO, you put the small one on the front, big one on the back. But which one would I put the business in the front, party in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, we're at that 2-hour mark. Shane, what are you over there smoking?
I don't even know, some wax and some bud flower.
Nice. Is it stuff you grew?
No. And one of my friends grew it and threw me some.
And pressed it.
Yeah.
Well,
I wish I had a friend nearby with a press. But then again, I don't have any material to give him to press. So, I mean, maybe Keith or something to try to press. But
You can definitely press Keith.
yeah, I got a friend that washes bubble hash and then presses the bubble hash.
Yep.
And it's some of the most flavorful, stinky, unbelievable shit that I've ever had in my life. He knows who he is.
The bubble rosin, the hash rosin that I made, I have a family member that has a wash and a 7-ton press. And that's what we did. We washed it and then we pressed it.
Mm-hmm.
Alan says he's trying to see if sexing beans is accurate and reliable.
So for sexing plants, sexing beans is a whole different story. That's really high tech testing, laboratory testing. Sexing plants can be done with a strong enough microscope or letting it sit in the flower light cycle long enough.
Timothy says, Shane, will you be at the next homegrown VA show or store takeover?
When is it?
I don't know. Brad says, always business in the front. Brad, I think I agree. SteveO, you should tuck your hair up under your hat. You come in and it look like you cut all your hair off.
Let's see. The next one would be what, right? February?
On live one day, looking like you cut all your hair off.
I can do that.
Can you? Would it look like? Because my hat's a little bit bigger than my head, but I've also grown a lot of hair too, so it's filling up. But I could see you doing that, but I don't know if I would. I don't know if I could tell or not. It looked like.
Well, I'm thinking of getting rid of all of my side beard and just going with just one long ass goatee, and getting rid of all the bush on the side, to have it look more like this. You know what I mean?
You would look more like a kung fu master.
Shishi ni.
We've got Xavier over on the YouTube. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up?
How? What?
Taking over Timothy. What time is it? I may try to go.
That was okay.
Yeah, when is it? Timothy says he thinks Saturday. Sexing beans can be done visually. I'm planning on putting it to the test, Alan says. Okay.
It can be. Like I said, if you have a microscope, once those little shoots start forming off the main stalk, you can look in the microscope and you can see whether it's a male or female way before it tells you visually without the microscope.
I see. Well, we did learn something then in the after show here. Well, thanks, Shane.
I guess so.
Thanks for having a smoke. SteveO, let's get out of here, brother. Thanks again.
Much love, everyone.
We'll shut this up. We don't have an echo. But yeah, we'll see you guys throughout the week. We've all got great shows. Actually, look here. I can put this. This is the one I was talking about. Yeah. It's kind of like too much going on, but like for a shirt would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, like, but not for like, or like a slap. I think a slap would work, but not for like my regular logo. Anyway, Steve-O, we might have to mess around, work on a different one for you soon. Are you still using this one mainly?
Yeah, I've just been using that one. I've got a shitload of slaps, so I'll probably change it when it's time.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, that makes
new
sense.
slaps next time. Yeah,
That's the
but
one thing about making the slaps. I didn't think about that, or shirts or anything. You have like, you know,
well,
that,
I don't even have one of my own of my old one. I didn't even save one of them. So if you've got one of my original stickers,
one out recently.
I don't even have one.
I sent one out to somebody recently, so congrats.
Oh,
Yeah. All right, everybody, have a good night. Thanks again. If you haven't hit the like button, do so. Hit that follow button. Thanks again.
right on.
Peace. Yep.
Peace.
There's a button. Yeah. Forgot to tell everybody I got these like weird magnets at the dollar store today. They're supposed to be able to toss them in the air, and they go clinking together. And they
Yeah.
pretty powerful. I haven't messed with them yet though, but yeah, that's fun. Good night.